because you're at the mercy of elements. When you're outside like that, whether it's raining, drizzling, the air gets heavy and thick, and that changes the sound of the PA. If it's windy, it's really a battle to do. So I've had lots of fans come up and talk to me about this records and what they like, what they don't like. Live shows, what they like, what they don't like. And I like that. I like engaging on that level because it means everybody's paying attention. And, they go, oh, I love this, I didn't love that. And you try to figure out if it's a legitimate complaint. And if it is, you go, we can do that better. And it's always been, especially John, I mean, you gotta bring the A game all the time. And he and I are old friends, but I've heard him say something.
It's not personal, it's business.
It's not personal, it's business. But I've had, we've had go-arounds about stuff. And a lot of times when I do live stuff, I like to put a lot of the audience in. So if you weren't at the show, I don't really get the feeling of that. And he'll call me up and go, you got too much of that house in there. I go, no, I don't. I wanted this. And he says, it sounds like a bootleg. I go, yeah, but I want everybody to know that we're not fixing the middle guitar parts. It's and there's little mistakes in live shows. And I'm not going to go in and surgically fix one little guitar part. It was part of the show. We had the one show where we started a song and used the string popped out of the neck. And John was going along, he was looking at Huey, and Huey was trying to play the neck, and he says, hold on, and he stops the song. And he goes, Hugh McDonald had a string pop out of his bass. I actually used that in one of the videos. I put it in there. And then I have Huey come in and go, why'd you put that in? I go, because that's part of the performance. And I like seeing that it's, it's not, everything's not on tape. It's like they're really playing. And stuff goes wrong. Especially if I'm involved with it. You okay, Matt? I don't think the Red Bull is going to help you. Well, let me just see that can. I just want to see if the word hangover is anywhere on it.
In some emergencies.
No, the word hangover is not in here, Matt.
Here's a tip. You can't get hungover if you don't stop drinking.
Amen.
Right, okay, there you go. All right, drink package, right on.
That's hilarious.
You were just touching on something. I want to ask both of you about this. How do the before show meetings go? Do you guys have a kind of a group? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. You guys, John, everybody sits down. This is our set list. This is what we're gonna go through the whole show. I mean, give us a glimpse into that.
Everybody, the entire road is biting at the bit about 10 minutes before the show because they don't know what the show is yet. There's many of bands out there that you can go and see show after show after show, and it's the same songs in the same order, the same jokes, the same steps. Not with this band. And so everybody waits for John to decide what that set list will be. There are those key songs that will open the show and then in the middle take you on that ride and so on, but then there's always changes and could be changes on the fly. So it's always interesting because the longer he takes to decide, everybody's waiting. So it's not just like, here's a piece of paper, now I know what he's playing. The sound guys have to make sure the program reads it right, and it just goes downhill from there. But that's the first thing that everybody's waiting for, right?
And they get cranky, the crew guys.
Yeah, well, because, go ahead, program a show in 7 minutes and we're going now.
Yeah, because the guitar techs, right? They look at the list, and it's this guitar for this song, this guitar for this song. So they need to have all that stuff ready. So they want to put the guitars in line and have the guitars set up that they're going to use. So they're waiting for that set list. And the front of house, Bill Chappelle, our PA guy, he wants to get the thing and program it into his console. Because you know, this song has a long delay. This song has a filtered voice. So he's got to put that in. He wants it to come up on the cheat sheet that you look at as the song's coming out. So, and they get cranky and miserable.
Roadies are always cranky.
Oh my God. They're just, you know, and you see them, especially like the first show, Moscow this summer, like they've been there.
I wouldn't know I wasn't there.
I know. I asked you to come more than once. I said,
You
Matt,
did.
I said, here's what you do. Just tell them, listen, I got to run out to the store for 20 minutes. And you come back 9 weeks later.
Now, you know, I tell you, another magical piece of pre-show. So, the band is usually in the hallway waiting on Elvis. Right? We're all waiting on him to come out of the dressing room. And, you know, Phil X is doing his jumping jacks, and Everett's doing push-ups, and Shanks is getting in the way. True story. But I tell you what, it's pretty cool when John's doors open and he comes out, and he, you know, talk about, you know, that ritual. He comes out with that night's motivational speech. It could be very short, it could be very deep, but it definitely rallies, you know, and it's what brings then all of us to do the hands in the middle and you know, get ready for a big action, you know. But John is very good at that, of truly rallying the troops and reminding you why we're all there.
I think that's true for like a lot of the audience too, probably. I mean, I think everybody probably has like a moment where they had a John Bon Jovi song, whether it was Bon Jovi the band or John song, that just kind of motivated them and got them through the days. When you guys are out there and you're watching, you're getting caught up in the shows, what's one of those songs that does it for you? Like that you're like, oh yeah, this is the song that always brings me back to a moment or something.
I don't know if there is one.
Could be
You know,
a
I
handful.
don't know if there's one. You know, it's funny. You know, most of the time, I'm tired of the record before you all hear it. going through the studio stages and the demos and so on, and you know, and it's of course months before it's you know, printed and released and so on. So, but what I can tell you though is, and I think it's fitting for most in this room, it's motivational. You know, you can be down and throw on a Bon Jovi record, and you want to fucking take on the world. You know, it is something that we all can relate to, and you know, and it's, you know, a positive message for the most part and gives you hope. But you know, whether it's a record or watching you know, live from London or whatever it may be on, you know, on a big screen, you want to take on the world after that. You know, so it's definitely I think a message that resonates and has for decades.
Have you been watching the stuff on the TV, the concert footage?
That's all there is to it. Or the map.
The bow camera. There were two people standing on the bow this morning. But you know, you watch some of those concert things, and everybody looks so young. Oh man, you look at
And
that.
I had hair.
You know, fans will come up to me and you know, you take a picture and they go, I have a picture with you from like 12 years ago. and you look and you go, Jesus. I just want to see what color my hair was at that point. You know, it's like, you can tell what tour it was by what color brown. But, and that's the other thing, you know, these fans have been on this ride for the whole time. You know, they're getting older with us, they just look better than we do. But, you know, I talk to people that I've been talking to for 20 plus years. That's unbelievable. Like, there are fans that I see more than my family members. Like, I see them more than I see, like, my cousins. You know? And it really is like a family thing, and I like talking. And the our fans have been amazing. I mean, they come up, they engage you, they want to talk about the music, they tell you what it means to them, and I totally get it. Because everybody has that music that is a soundtrack for their life. If you hear that, you feel that. I think we got a flat tire. You know that thing when you get a flat in front, you feel it. I think we get the captain on the phone. Listen, there's nothing to worry about.
This is how the movie ends. Who's gonna play you?
Here's the only good thing. Here's the only good thing. If something did happen, if John wasn't here, at least we might have a chance of having our names put somewhere. Because I realize when I'm in the plane with John, and if that plane goes down, here's the headline on CNN: John Bongiovi and 4 other people were killed. Other unidentified other people who happened to be in the plane when it hit the ground 500 miles an hour. Will never be mentioned. What are you going to do? It's just the way it is. Now see, it feels like they're backing the boat up to me now. Doesn't it feel like they're going backwards?
I don't know what's going on. I'm just glad I'm not the only one feeling it.
This morning, I actually went and opened that one door where you have all the life preservers, the orange, then I went, oh, there they are. Did everybody go? Did everybody have the safety meeting? I was asleep. I flew in yesterday, so I got on the ground around 9 o'clock, and then I thought I was coming right to this ship, and they said, oh no, you can't go to the ship now, they have to, whatever they're doing.
That was a speedboat.
You just hope it's not like a little boat we just ran.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, this is, you can really feel it. But I'm maybe did the safety thing, because I totally slept through it. Because I figure if something catastrophic happens, somebody will come and get me. I don't want to be, and 4 other people.
It depends if John's on the boat or not.
Because if like you and me are floating in the water, and they pick up John, but they go, all right, we've got what we needed. I'm looking at you going, well, what now? So that, when you look at the reality of being in the organization, that's what, you could end up being the other guy. But look at, I can't believe this many people, because it's for everybody, it's early, right? The rain still
there's no
like
sun.
6 o'clock in the
We're
morning.
like, screw it, we'll go see that movie.
Aww.